The new education policy 2020 has some very good features, and how it is going to benefit the students as well as the educational institutions. It is very important to understand. From the student perspective, the old 10 plus 2 plus 3 structure has been dropped, and now the new structure of 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 has been adopted, where first 5 years is a primary education, the next 3 years is the middle education, plus next 3 years is the high school education, and the last 4 years is the graduation. So now from first to 5 class it will be considered as primary education. From 6th class to 8th class it will be considered as middle school education. From 8th class to 11th class, 9, 10, 11 will be considered as high school qualification or education, and then the 12th plus the 3 years of old graduation, the 4 will be considered as the graduation. See, this the main purpose of converting this system is, like, earlier the normal graduation of arts or science or a commerce used to be a 3 years course, where the engineering or other technical qualification are having 4 year of graduation. So there was two way of system was there existing in India. So now it is only all the graduation. Now all the graduations are of 4 years, starting from 12th and plus 3 years of old. The another good point what has been introduced is that the all graduation course people have the opportunity to opt their courses as major and minor. Like, earlier if you are studying a science, you have to have some combination of subjects, only that you can select as a other course, minor course. Similarly, when you are studying commerce or arts, you have some combination of the subjects only available for you in the graduation. Now what happens, you have freedom to choose any subject as your minor subject along with your major subject. Say if you want to do a major in mathematics and you want to opt music as your minor, you can opt it. If you want to have Sanskrit as a minor, you can opt it. So that structure has given a very good benefit to the student. The second thing what it says, that there was a, if suppose you are doing a graduation and because of some reason you are not able to complete the total graduation, your whole course is becoming not useful to you. Now what happens, each and every year of the 4 year of graduation has categorized, where if you are completing only say 1 year of your graduation, you will be getting a basic certificate. If you are completing 2 years of graduation out of 4, then you will be eligible for a diploma certificate, and completing the 4 years it will be allowed to have a full graduation degree for you. At the same time, if you are by any reason, if you are able to complete your first year and you are not able to complete this today, so your credentials are stored with the university and the governing body in a system where if you want to come back and start your second year and third year and fourth year, anytime within a specified period you can come and you can do it. You won't have the opportunity to lose the credential of first year. Suppose you completed 3 years and you last fourth year is pending. So your credential for the first 3 years are going to remain with you, and it is not going to become a useless for you, which is earlier in this. Suppose you are doing a graduation or you are doing a engineering, you see a lot of dropouts are there. Now there will be no dropouts. If you are completed first year or second year of graduation or engineering or anything, still your credentials are valid. If after 5 years you realize that okay, now I should complete balance of my years of engineering, you will be able to do that. The second good advantage what it happened is from the 6th class onward, now you has been introduced to something called vocational courses and vocational training programs. What are these vocational courses? These are the skill development programs. Basically from 6th class onwards, you will be trained on various technical training programs, development of the software, art, craft, many other things will be there. So from the 6th class itself, you are eligible to apply for that technical or vocational course or program. You are able to do that. Other thing what happens ki now even for the 8th or 11th class of the choice of the subject, I was saying it is not only the graduation, even from the 8th class level, from 8th class till 11th class, the high school level, there itself you will have the choice of the education. I was talking about the graduation, if you want to have major and minor, that way you can able to select. From the 8th class you have the opportunity to at the high school level you will have the opportunity to select your subject as per your desire. If you want to study mathematics, biology, science, arts, or now there is no science, arts and commerce kind of a concept. It will be a choice of subject where you want to have your major and minor. Few other things has been very good which has been implemented in this new education policy 2020. That currently you have two governing body. One is UGC, who is governing the universities, and then you have a AICTE board, which governs the technical education in India. Now both government is proposing to merge into one. There will be one single body owned by the government and experts who will be monitoring the education all over the India. All the university, whether it is a private university or a government university or a vocational university or a deemed university, they have the same grading structures, same evaluation rule by this governing body, which is the UGC or AICTE. After merging, they might be creating one, which they will name it, or they might keep it UGC or some name, which we will see in due course. It is very new. The first time the new 2020 education policy has introduced a training program for the parents for teaching your 3 years old kids. When your kids are growing, now the kids are start learning from very early stage. But there is no curriculum available in this structure currently, where the parents can learn something and they can train their kids at their home. So first time they are going to have a education system or a program, or some contents are going to be created by this governing body for the parents to learn those and able to help their kids at the earliest stage. And then another thing what they have, that all over India wide, you see there are state education, there are central education, and there is a vast difference between the quality and capability of the teacher at a different part of India, you might see. First time they are going to create a teacher training curriculum at the federal level, at the central government level, where that training program to train the teachers is going to be adopted by all the states in the country without any change. So what the benefit is going to happen, suppose the people who are having in a job where they keep on transfer, in defense, in banking and all that, every 3 years, 4 years they get transfer from here and there. So their kids suffer a lot. So if they transfer from this state to another state, if they are into the central board, it is fine. If they are not in central board, then it becomes a problem for them. Now what will happen? Uniform system will be there, so they will have the uniformity for their education wherever they are available in there. Another point is there, the multiple exit and multiple entry system is there. What does this mean? Because of any reason, at any stage of 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, you are not able to continue in your education, you want to have a break, then you can take a break for whatever the reason. Your credentials are going to be there. Your credentials are always available at the repository, with the digital repository available with the authority. Credentials are there, and you are going to utilize that to start where you have left earlier. Not you have to start from the day one again. Wherever you have left it, you can start from there. The syllabus will be reduced to the core subjects only. Like, no need of having a group of subjects and you have to create many permutations and combinations and all that. You have the freedom, you have a choice. So as per your understanding, as per your requirement, you can opt these subjects and all that. All the graduation course by university and the government will be governed by the single authority, which will be announced by the government very soon. All the university courses by the universities will be governed by the single authority. The benefit it is going to happen, whether it is a government university or a private university or an autonomous university or a semi-autonomous university, now there will be tracked by the single authority, which is going to evaluate the performance of that particular university and the ranking of the university, and based on their performance of their students, they are able to get the grant, the fund from the government authorities, and the autonomy. Both are very important. Getting the autonomy and the grant, both are important for running the educational institutions. So depending upon your performance, which is going to be evaluated by the single authority all over the India, they are going to evaluate your performance, and based on your performance with your students, you are able to allow to get the autonomy to implement new things in your campus, and able to get the grant of the fund. So these are the very unique things has been implemented and adopted through our new education policy 2020. And now I can say that the Indian educations are going to be at par or better than the world class what is available. I think this is a very great step after many years. Many years I have seen earlier also education policy has changed, but the basic pattern has never changed now. This is the basic fundamental structure has been changed, where a lot of good things has been implemented for the students. Now there will be semester wise exams. You won't have to wait for years to appear for the exam. So every 6 months you have a semester and you have an exam, you clear it out. See the corona, what happened, 12th class student, they were waiting for their graduation exam. Similarly, 10th class student, they are waiting for their exam. What happened? Because of this pandemic, they are not able to appear for the exam. And now what they are going to have, every semester wise you are going to have exams. So every 6 months you have exam. So suppose in a year you already have one semester already over, exam is over, and if something happened like corona or something like that, so then you still have the opportunity to do the performance analysis on the basis of the first semester and you can give the result. You don't have to wait like this situation what we have created this year for the 12th class and 10th class board all over the India. So this is going to be a game changer in the education for the India, good opportunity for the students, and at the same time very good opportunity for the educational institutions, universities, colleges to empower people, to develop good capable people, to create really scholars from their institutes, and the good students are going to come and going to help the nation. Thank you very much.